Hi, my name's Jordan Stapleton. I'm the dietitian that you're going to be seeing today. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Okay. So, would you like to go by Madeline? Is Madeline okay?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, can I ask what brings you in to see me today?
Well, I've been wanting to make a few healthy lifestyle choices, I guess, or improve on some of my eating habits. I've noticed a lot of my friends are doing it, and it's kind of all over social media to eat a certain way, and I just kind of wanted to know more about, like, what a healthy eating patterns and whatnot.
Okay, so just to make sure we're clear, you just want to improve and probably get some tips on better eating habits and just how to improve your health, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So, just so you know, I'm writing notes, not just so I can remember and come back to things, not because I'm just,
That's fine.
Okay. So, if you don't mind, we're going to start with your diet recall, your typical food intake, talk about some things there, and then select one topic or maybe two to move forward with, and then set some goals, if that sounds okay, just to give you a little outline of the session.
Okay.
All right, so if you want to tell me a little bit about your typical food intake, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and if there are any snacks.
Okay, well, I typically start my day with cereal and milk, just a bowl, and then I'll try and pack a snack for at work. A lot of times, I'll pick up some bananas because they're easy to take with me. But if I don't, I just won't eat a snack. I drink lots of water throughout the day. I'll occasionally, if I go out to eat, I'll have a Coke or something, but most of the time when I eat a meal, it's water. Lunch will vary. Sometimes I eat leftovers for dinner. That's pretty common. So I cook a lot of chicken stuff, or I'll do a pork loin. And so I'll do with a veggie, whatever's left over, I'll take to work. Or sometimes it's just a sandwich, some bread, with just a little turkey and maybe some mayonnaise. And then usually when I get home from work, I'm pretty hungry. And so I'll typically grab a snack, but sometimes it's probably a little closer to a small meal, depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes I'll just see what I have left over in the fridge. Other times I'll just eat some of the popcorn, the skinny pop, whatever it is. I like that flavor. But occasionally, like I said, if I have bananas, if that stuff's sitting in the house, I'll tend to grab that, or an orange, a little clementine. For dinner, I do eat out sometimes, but I try to plan ahead. If I plan ahead for dinners, I cook at home, and when I go to the grocery store or whatever. And a lot of times that will be pork loin or chicken. Like I said, I love Brussels sprouts. I love asparagus, so I usually will buy those. But if I don't plan ahead, I just go out to eat.
Okay. Sounds good. So I have a couple of questions about some things that you mentioned, just to get some further clarification. Mm-hmm. So when you said that you eat cereal and milk for breakfast, you said just a bowl. Can you do with your hands?
I guess my bowls are that big. I don't know.
Okay. And
it's probably a cup of cereal to a half cup of milk.
Okay. So you have more cereal than milk?
Yes.
Okay. Because some people more milk than cereal. Like me, I'm a milk cereal person. So nice to know. So for your lunch, you say that you either have leftovers from dinner the night before, or which could be chicken, pork loin, vegetables, which sounds pretty well-rounded to me, and I have no issue with any of that stuff. You also said that you might have a sandwich. So with this sandwich, are we talking meat, cheese, or more of a sub-style sandwich?
A lot of times if I make it at home, it's super simple. It's bread, turkey or roast beef, and then mayonnaise. Mustard if I feel like it, but, pretty basic. I don't like to add cheese. Okay. If I do eat cheese, it's the little mozzarella sticks, the peel apart ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. I don't like to add much to my sandwiches.
Okay, are you eating white bread or whole wheat?
I get the soft whole wheat that's cheaper. I don't get any of the nicer whole wheats.
Yeah,
but
Nature's Own.
Yeah,
okay.
I usually just get the simple.
Okay. You say that you like popcorn over snacks. You usually just pick what's around, which makes sense. Just a good way to conserve food and money and time and everything. For dinner, you said that you eat out unless you had planned to make a meal beforehand, which I can understand that, and you like Brussels sprouts and asparagus. So, again, pretty well-rounded. Do you eat, any rice or pasta with these vegetables and meats, or just vegetables and meat?
A lot of times just vegetable and meat, and sometimes instead of a vegetable, I'll do like potatoes. Like I'll just mash potatoes real quick, or I'll dice them up and put like some Dijon mustard on them and then bake them in the oven. That's pretty good. But I'm not a big pasta rice person, I guess. No. Like I used to eat a lot of spaghetti and like spaghetti sauce and noodles when I was in college, and I just like kind of got so tired of it that I don't eat much of it anymore.
Okay, I understand. So, from what I'm reading, I think that you're on a great track, like with your eating and stuff. So, what do you think the issue is, or what exactly would you like to improve on?
I really do want to work on finding like snacking, because I know that would really help. Because I feel like sometimes I end up eating too big of a snack, or I don't eat anything, and then I eat a huge dinner, and I feel like that's kind of hurting me. And so I feel like snacking is a big deal. Like finding like healthy snacks I can keep in the house that I can just grab and go. That also will satisfy me to where I eat a normal portion, because I am working on it. That is one thing that like I've started to kind of do, and I feel like snacking is something that I feel like I needed more help on, like in getting that kind of under control.
Okay. Well, I heard you say earlier that, so we're going to focus on snacking, but I heard you say earlier that sometimes your snacks are smaller and sometimes they turn into like small meals. Mm-hmm. So I think that we could, if you're open to this, or if you think that's a good idea, coming up with how you're saying healthy, portionable, and easy snacks, but also filling snacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So just a little education about snacking. I don't know if you're a carb counter or anything like that, but you want to try and keep your snacks to 15 carbs. So, which carbohydrates are what give you energy. So, just a little big word for that. But, so, it's best to have a, like, carbohydrate source in your snack, but also adding it with some protein. So, like, protein would be, like, cheese, nuts, little deli slices of meat, or something like that. So, whereas more of, like, a steady blood sugar level, which is, like, I guess, not like a marker, but, like, just stabilization. So, your blood sugar not dropping too low and you're not hungry, but it's just, like, maintenance, if that makes sense. Let me know if I'm using any words or anything that doesn't make sense. So, with that being said, let's come up with a few snack options that you could come with that are like a carb portion and a protein portion that you think that would work within your schedule.
Yeah. Well, I know I like to buy them, like I said, the mozzarella cheese sticks. I usually get like the low fat ones, because I try not to get like fat, like high fat dairy content stuff. And it's like, I know those would be great, because I could also take those to work in a lunchbox and eat them as I'm like driving home or something. So like that would be good. And I guess for a carb I could do like crackers. I don't know if that would work.
Yeah.
And I don't love fruit, but like I do like to eat some fruits, and it's really just bananas and oranges. And so I know that's more of a carb, I guess, because carbs, sugar, so those are in my fruits too. But I guess I would enjoy just like taking like a clementine or whatever. Like 2 of those would be pretty filling for me.
Okay. So if you took the clementine, what would be your protein source?
I don't know.
Are you a fan of nuts?
Kind of. I probably could do peanuts, but I guess I would probably could I try like a mixed nut?
Yeah.
Would that work?
Just playing out, and I feel like most people push to peanuts or like peanuts, honestly. But there's other nuts like cashews and walnuts, which can get a little bit more expensive, but you can buy like the mixed nuts canisters and just do it like that. Just make sure you pay attention to the serving size, because nuts are full of fats, good fats, but still fats. The serving size is 2 tablespoons, so about 2 of the size of your thumb to the, not your knuckle, but the midpoint. Yeah. And then for bananas, I've heard you say that you like bananas a lot. Do you like peanut butter?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay, so that could be a pair right there, bananas with peanut butter.
Can I make it into like a smoothie?
Yeah.
Would that be considered a snack, or should I do that more as like a breakfast every other day of the week to kind of break up the cereal?
I think it would be more, considering what you would use as the liquid component of the smoothie, whether it was yogurt or milk, or even water. if you want to do that. Bananas are tricky because a whole banana is 30 carbs. So you would only want to eat half. Mm-hmm. So I would think maybe try and go with the banana peanut butter smoothie maybe for like a meal or maybe like a nighttime snack.
Gotcha.
Or you could make like a big one and half it. Drink half in the morning and half in the midday snack.
Yeah. So. Okay, that's cool.
So what barriers or anything do you think would be like stopping you from getting better with snacking?
I guess it's gonna be like setting, like just like remembering, like maybe to pack it overnight or whatever to make sure I don't forget it, or to when I get home, like not like to make a point to go get the cheese and the crackers, because I'm gonna want to eat something more, just like kind of more of like a personal barrier, just like kind of controlling, like, okay, no, like I just need to have this because I'm gonna eat dinner a little bit later, and not letting it get out of control.
Okay. That sounds good to me. So what are some ways that you think that would make those barriers not seem so plausible to happen? Like, what are some things that you could do to keep you on track with, like, the time and the scheduling and things like that?
Well, I do think, like, I do pack my lunches at night, so I probably could just go ahead and toss in my snack in the beginning instead of waiting to grab it in the morning. And also, like, if I packed my afternoon snack for work, I get off work and then and then I have stuff afterwards. That way, on the way home from work, I eat the snack, or I eat the snack before I leave work, or something to that effect. To where I eat it before I even get back to the house, before I even kind of keep that temptation away. I guess that would be helpful.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. But do you mind if I offer a suggestion? So things that are like non-perishable, like I said, like if you did crackers and like the nuts together, either keeping them in your desk drawer, already packed, or like keeping them in your car, like so they won't go bad. Just like having like them there, so if you do get hungry on the way home, or you do get like hungry like while you're sitting at your desk, they're accessible.
Yeah, I could do that.
So I think, glad to hear that. So you said that a big motivator for you was that you're seeing like this increasing presence of healthy eating from your friends and on social media. So would you say that those are your main motivators to change, or is it?
I wouldn't say it's my main ones. Like, I know I need to work on it because I know your diet has a lot to do with how healthy you are and like how you live. And I have noticed that sometimes, I eat the bigger meals, I'm a little bit more sluggish and I don't feel as well. And so that's kind of more so been pushing it. And then my friends that's more of like a support, like they're doing it too. I have someone to turn to talk to about it. So they're not so much this like the motivation, but more of just like a supporting kind of side of it. But it's more so like internally, I've just kind of started to notice a few things, and I've been, I started connecting them to the food I was eating, and figured that was something I could start to make a change on.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're a person that's very conscious about the health and what these actual changes could do for you all around as a person. So I think that's great. Okay, and then if you had to rate your readiness to change and begin the steps of doing this, where would you say you are on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say probably about an 8, because I'm gonna, include some of the things I already do and already like, and just add a few new things. So it's not going to be massive changes, and so I feel like it's 8 or most even a 9, because I feel like it's things that are manageable for me to start including into my day.
I'm glad to hear that. If you could how many goals are you comfortable with setting in regards to this? I know we've kind of come up with some like mechanisms already, but just to get some definite goals down.
I guess one goal would be to start eating 2 snacks a day, and to really stick to that and see how that affects my mealtime behavior, and like see if that changes the way I'm eating at dinner, like if I start eating less because I'm not as hungry. So I think the goal of having 2 snacks and, like you said, trying to stick to like the 15 carbs, I think those are 2 goals that I could stick with.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, well, the next time that I see you, we can go into some other things that you have well, first we can see how you're doing with the snacking thing and see if we need to make any modifications around that, or see if you have any more ideas or something that worked for you that we didn't discuss. Mm-hmm. I'm always open to hearing what actually worked for you, because I understand that this is like just a setting with us talking, but when you gotta go out there and actually do it, things might come up that we didn't think about. So just making, and if you don't mind, it'd be cool if you could like keep track of what's worked for you and what hasn't, like either type it in your phone or just make a note, and then we can come back later the next time I see you, and just follow up and see how things have been going, and then possibly take on another goal that you have. Okay. So it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
You have my phone number, my email address, so if there's anything that you want to talk about or email me about before then, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.